They're saying that Stephen Paddock wired $100,000 to the Philippines last week. And Steve, we do know she got on a plane. She went to Hong Kong first and then flew over to the Philippines. That was last Monday. And it's just interesting how all this time frame is panning out. Her sisters live in Australia. She has a citizenship in Australia, but police are saying that she hasn't lived there in 20 years. The sisters are saying they think that this guy, and his brother is saying, we think this guy was setting her up so that she could have some money and be set up for the future.
But the brother also added that for him and the amount of money that he had, $100,000 is not a lot of money considering he's dead and that's it. And by the way, the brother went on to say, yeah, he did Stephen Paddock, made Eric very wealthy. They went into real estate together, or at least he got some money for his real estate activities. Right. So the sisters of Marilou Danley spoke to 7 News in Australia. That's where she was born. Let's listen to what they said from what they know about the sister and the killer.
He sent her away so that he can plan what he's planning without interruptions. In that sense, I thank him for sparing my sister's life, but that won't be to compensate 59 people's life. No one can put the puzzles together, no one, except Marilou, because Steve is not here to talk anymore. Only Marilou can maybe help.
Steve and Brian, when they said that he sent her away so that he could plan this massacre, it almost sounds like she knew, but then the sisters go on to say she's in shock. She loved this man, she lived with him, and she had no clue. And authorities are saying they do have her, they're questioning her, but they aren't going to charge her, at least at this point.
You know, what's interesting about her story is they've been, a number of reporters have done some digging into her past. And apparently, according to some sources, she was married to 2 guys at the same time. She's listed as having state of residence several different states, also 2 different Social Security numbers. So there's something going on with this woman who, when they're able to sit her down and ask her all these questions, maybe she will be able to explain what was going on in the mind of the guy she lived with.
And Steve, remember those pictures that emerged yesterday of these 2 like to go on cruises together, but in 2012, 2013, there's pictures of both of them in the Philippines. So, and there's no proof that the tens of thousands, outside the 100,000, there's no proof that the tens of thousands went to her account. What account? Why would you send money to the Philippines, a place that you went to or stopped by on a cruise? So there's so many questions, and she is really the one to supply the answers. And the word is she's already talking, Angel.
I read an article this morning, Stephen Bryant, that a Starbucks guy who was inside the Virgin River Casino, it's the only Starbucks in that area, he said that Stephen Paddock would berate her in public. He said it happened a lot. And when she asked to use his casino card to buy something, the Starbucks guy said he would glare down at her with a mean attitude and say, you don't need my casino card for this. I'm paying for your drink just like I'm paying for you.